Alright guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today in the Ask SSM video series, got an email from a subscriber. It's from a guy, he is 28 years old, and he's writing in for two reasons. The first reason is, he's writing in about self-improvement and asking me the question, does the self-improvement ever end? I mean, you reach a point that you're doing fantastic on many fronts. At that point, you just kick back, done the self-improvement, done the work on yourself, and live your life, or is there more? And two, he's having trouble attracting a girlfriend. And he claims it's not a big deal to him, but what I pieced together, it is a big deal to him. So I'm going to go over his email here and respond to that, because a lot of guys have asked me that question with regards to the self-improvement thing. You know, hey, I reached a certain point. Do I stop, or does it go on forever? And I'm sure if you've been watching me a while, you know exactly how I'm going to respond to that question, but I'm going to go through his email first. It says here, Dear SSM, hello. I want to reach out to you and say a few things. While I don't agree with exactly everything you say, the great majority of things are absolutely true. Men have to work on themselves, or men have to work on ourselves and constantly strive for what we want to do in order to make ourselves better, and men have to make that a priority for us. I wholeheartedly agree, bro, and there's many reasons for that, which I will state at the end. I did want to ask you, because I'm a bit of a bind right now. For the last few years, I've been working on myself. I'm 28 years old, saving money, building my finances, and trying to better myself for my own good. Good for you, brother. Keep it up. But the problems aren't that I just can't seem to find my way to get a girlfriend or someone who wants to spend time with me outside of a platonic relationship. He says in parentheses, I want to specify I don't need a girlfriend, but I wouldn't mind having one either. Yeah, but the fact that you're mentioning this and what I'm piecing together right now and later is that I think you want one a lot more than you're letting on here. Is there something I'm doing wrong? Am I not being clear with my intentions? I'm sure they're well aware that you want a girlfriend. That might be part of the problem. You might be trying too hard. I've tried the dating apps, but I haven't had any luck with them. Well, get in line, brother. Most guys don't. I'm still unsure of the idea of marriage, but I know that my parents want me to find someone eventually. Well, do you want to be married, or is it because your parents want you to be married? And I'll come back to that later. Also, with that, one big question is, why do I have to be the best version of myself? Why do I have to be the best version of myself, having access to resources and being healthy, as well as having money to attract the opposite gender, when most females these days are absolute worst versions of themselves? Yeah, exactly. It's a mess out there. Either the single MOMs, I don't want to raise someone else's kid, are in situationships with multiple guys, or they're grossly overweight, or have been on the town doorknob. I know I probably won't find my unicorn, but I don't seem to understand that. Bro, there's no such things as unicorns. You want a unicorn, go enroll at Hogwarts School, Witchcraft and Wizardry, and go ask Hagrid where the unicorns are hanging out in the forest, because they're not going to find any in reality. It's a fucking fantasy. My last question is, when does self-improvement end? I've been looking back at where I started versus where I'm currently at, and I never thought I'd be able to get this far. I know I've still got a long way to go before I consider myself the best possible place, but I also wanted your advice on that. If you don't see this, I understand, but it's been nice putting my thoughts into print. Well, bro, so I'm going to go in order here. Let's see here. First thing, the self-improvement never ends. Ever. You do it for lots of reasons. Yes, it helps you most certainly attract women. If you're obviously a relationship guy, and I got a lot of relationship guys that watch me that obviously want girlfriends, and maybe some even want wives. Fair enough, it's your business. You know my opinion on that, the wife thing. And a guy that is trying to make something of himself in this world is an attractive quality. It shows confidence and drive and ambition, which, let's be honest here, most people, men and women, do not have. The majority of people in this world will do as little as possible to get by in order to keep their jobs or keep the doctor from yelling at them saying they're getting too overweight or something like that. And yet these same people feel entitled to so much more. But they're not willing to not just work hard, but also work smart, take calculated risks, live beneath their means, save their money, invest to be smart. Instead, they just live for today, and you get the point. So it's rare for someone to do those things. And everybody should be trying to improve themselves. If we're all honest with ourselves, everybody can certainly improve themselves 10%. Physically, mentally, acquire new skills. You get the point. And the thing is once you start setting goals and achieving them and improving yourself in whatever way you know needs to be changed, you'll feel so good about that. You'll say, shit, I did that. What else can I do? And you'll set a new goal, another mountain to climb, if you will. And that will help build your confidence. And as you're feeling good about yourself, that is going to have a ripple effect. People are going to notice that. People will like you, want to be around you more because you're a happy, successful person. Your confidence will have a ripple effect. People want to be your friend. Women will be more attracted to you. You have to be careful. People are going to use you. But also, you're going to have enemies. People that are too weak to go after their own goals, so they hate on others that are successful. And trust me on that, that will happen. So you always do that, not just for attracting women and acquiring wealth, because when you're successful, you tend to obviously make more money and be smart with your money, and you're going to attract more women. But you do it for you because you'll feel better. And that doesn't stop ever. Whether you are 28 or you're 68 and you're retiring in Florida and Boca Raton and playing shuffleboard all day with your old people friends. It doesn't stop. And I can't stress that enough. But a lot of people, they just do enough they can, and that's that. It never stops, bro. And I'm telling you right now, achievements become addictive. It's like you can't wait to see what else you can achieve. And high-achieving people get that. But a lot of people that are underachievers, they don't get that, and they shit on people that do. But it doesn't mean that you can't enjoy yourself. You can be going for your goals and working hard, making something of yourself, but you got to take a day off once a week. You got to have some time to kick back and relax. I have to force myself sometimes to take a day off because I want to just go with different things I'm working on. And it's important I do that, otherwise I'll burn out. So that's what I think. It never stops. Now, back to the girlfriend thing. You said you're having a hard time getting a girl interested in you beyond friendship. Now, I have no idea what you look like. If you're tall, if you're short, if you're skinny, if you're fat, I have no idea. I also have no idea how you behave around women. I don't know how you come across through the dating apps. But the odds are this, is that you probably come off a little desperate. No offense, but if you're saying you can't get any girl to be interested in you, it seems like you're probably coming off desperation. And when a woman knows that guys are desperate for a relationship or come off that way, that's the opposite of confidence. It turns them off. So you need to really take a good hard look at yourself in the mirror and say, okay, is there anything physically that could be turning them off? Am I overweight? Okay, I got to work on that. Am I super skinny? Well, maybe I start hitting the weights, building some muscle. If you're short, nothing you can do about that. A lot of alpha guys that are short. And also work on your personality, not come off so damn desperate. But it's hard for me to answer your question because I have no idea what you look like, and you haven't given me a whole lot of details and examples of the way you are. So that definitely you got to think about that and not come across so desperate to get a girlfriend. The other thing you mentioned about your parents want you to get married one day, is that what they want or what you want? Okay? You can't go living your life to make other people happy, otherwise you are going to be miserable. I don't know what your culture is. I don't know what your religion is. The odds are your parents just want to be grandparents one day, and that's really a big part of it. They want to show off the grandkids with their other, senior friends and take them off to Disney World every summer and all that. Trust me, I've heard this plenty of times from my mother. You think Mama SSM would want more grandkids? My sister gave her a grandson. That's enough. She would love grandkids for me. Again, take them to church, show the pictures to the old lady friends, take them to Disney World. So I get it. You got to do what's best for you, okay? And if marriage is in the cards, but you're thinking about doing it for them, big mistake. So, bro, I would really think about the things I talked about here. Keep working on yourself. It doesn't stop. And the more you work on it, the more you're going to feel better. And you'll have the spillover effects, spillover benefits. You'll have more money because you're working hard for success. You'll be your confidence you get from your success will be attractive to people. You'll make friends easier. And women will notice this. But be careful because you're 28. And there's going to be a lot of women that are going to be ready to start settling down in their mid to late 20s and that wouldn't have given you attention before. And if you aren't used to having attention from women and all of a sudden they're giving you attention because either they're getting old and want that ring on their finger as they are when they get to their mid to late 20s, be careful that you don't just jump into the first girl that finally pays attention to you. Otherwise, you're going to end up like these poor bastards in all these videos I do that get cheated on. because they finally have some girl pay attention to them. They rush into the relationship, make her the queen. You get the point, and what happens? So be very careful. So take your time. When you reach the point that women are starting to be interested in you, take your time, no rush, and remember these things. And don't think, oh, finally I got my chance, just like the movie said. I don't want you to get hurt and used. So there you go, bro. And if you got more information, email me. I'll see if I can help you out privately, not on YouTube, and go from there. But the self-improvement never stops, okay? Never. Whether you're 28 or 60 or 88. I guarantee if I'm old man in the fucking wheelchair, 88 years old, and I hope I'm not, I'll still find something to learn about. To learn about, to get good at, something like that. It makes things enjoyable. I think a lot of people, when they retire, the reason they eventually die early is because they get so bored. There's nothing new to achieve, nothing new to do, and they just kind of give up, you know? So that's what I think for guys of all ages here. All right, guys, that is it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Let this guy know what you think. For you high achievers out there, let him know what you think about this whole thing, that it never ends. He needs to know this. And again, you're not just doing it to attract women. You do it for you, to make you happy, better quality of life, and as a benefit, it will attract women eventually. But you got to be able to handle yourself. That's all I have to say. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.